Hey guys, in this episode I will make some creative techno. What I mean by creative techno is quite simple. I'm gonna really push the envelope of what I think is normal for techno. Basically, I will take a structure, I'm gonna create every single element from scratch. So all the drums gonna be from scratch. I'm gonna have a drum synth designer here, which is basically every element of percussions can be modulated, modified, lengthened, saturated. I will tell you about that a little bit later. And then of course I'm gonna use some synth. The synth's gonna be fairly minimal. I think it's gonna be much more percussive. I'm gonna try to play with patterns that are not very normal, not very casual, to make it more interesting, to make it trippy. 125 BPM. Logic breaks, of course, if you know me, you know I work in Logic breaks. And of course the template of the track that I finish after that is playing right now is the track, the result of this episode, which I later on put together and put at first, so you guys hear what is coming in this episode. Of course, the templates in the link below, and of course on Inside Weaving Dance Music we have over 7,000 templates from 500 producers. Upload amazing templates, music, sample, presets, name it. It's on there in the link below. And now, I think first thing I do is I'm gonna turn off my monitor so it will not feedback here. Put myself some headphones juice here, everything's set up. I've been doing quite a few episodes these days. It's fun, you know, not doing only one. So the drum synth kit here, basically, boom. So I have all the elements here that are there. And of course, one of the fun thing with drum synth, unlike sample, I mean samplers work this way too, is that I can use different keys. So if I want the kick to be lower or higher or whichever I like. Personally, I like to work a lot in E if you see my other videos. So I think I will start my first kick with something like that. And basically input some MIDI, so we have a source. I do that often, but I will show you a little bit further. So basically I want my drum hits to be pretty much exactly the same because it's a kick. So I can do that by just drawing a line here. Is it a line or it's crooked? No, this didn't work at all. So I'm just gonna give myself a bit of space, and I will take my kicks and I will delete all of them. I'll take the first one. I'll make it just long enough. So I hit the kick, and of course anyway there's decay in the kick, so I can always play with it. But I want the hit to be, like I said, equal. We can play with it later for different percussions, with different velocity to change. But I mean, to start with, this. So interesting. Okay, let's see, where is a snare? That's a bit odd that it's triggering a snare. Okay, there's something odd that is happening. Let's see here. Now I'm a little bit confused, to be honest with you guys. Maybe there's something, let's put it there. It's also triggering the snare, so let's put it here. Okay, now is the snare that I understand. It's absolutely fine. But here, so this is the snare that is triggered. I'm very perplexed. I'm gonna go here. Okay, I have to select the right channel. So okay, that I didn't know yet. So drum set designer is here, so if I trigger this, it will show that I'm triggering here, but really I'm actually triggering the kick, which is, where's the kick? It's not on the pad here. Okay, well, it's there, as in, you know, I'll show you. I'm gonna drop the decay a little bit. I'm gonna give myself a bit more power. I don't want it to be this long because my idea for this track is to have like a nice bass that interact with it. So if it is too long like this, it will not work so well. So I want this, maybe a little bit more shape. The shape means the first hit, the first little thumb hit, you know, when it's on a real drum, when it hits the skin, will have more impact. And then of course what is the rest of the drum is just the resonance of the box, right? So it's they reproduce that with synthesis, but like in real life, it's really what actually make the kick is the box where the sound resonates. It's not necessarily the hit itself. So the tone, I think I would like a little bit of saturation, and then a little bit less decay, because I did saturation. It does some sweep, a click, like a nice click Oh yeah, that's good. Tone. Too boxy. I don't like it too boxy. I want it to be low. You can play with the pitch to go very low. But I pretty much like exactly the key, because if I change the pitch, of course I will change the key, and I don't want that. So now I have the kick. I'm pretty happy with this. Of course I'm not mixing in the speaker, so it's not 100%, I would say, relevant. Okay, so now the snare. But like I said, I'm not trying, but I will be creative with this one. The snare, changing the key is not like a big deal, because obviously it's mainly noise. It doesn't have so much real sound to it. So I'm really gonna mess it up by putting the snare in in weird places. So I want everything to kind of go a little bit irregular. So I'm gonna take that. I'm actually gonna immediately drop another snare here. That would be just like a short hit that would be different. Okay. And I'm gonna go into this second snare. The first snare I like the way it is. The second snare I think is get too much decay. You know what I'm gonna do immediately? The first idea I have is I'm gonna go into the delay and check what is there. And I'm gonna make it a bit crazy. That's a little bit too much feedback, I would say. And then, of course, I'll take my kick. I always take the kick as a bass, not a bass, but as a bass to create the rest. So I stay in key, right? So again, another element that whichever I change the octave doesn't really matter. So this one I want to be not regular, so I will put one before and I'll put one on. There's an open hat here, I think could be interesting. I don't want it to be at the same, and I don't want it to be on, so I will probably do 1 1 1 1 1 here. And I'm gonna look maybe more decay. Already, for me, this is already a lot of fun, guys. As much as I have to say it every time I make one of those shows, recording, whatever you want to call it, how much I love making music. So I'm kind of answering my hit that I just put in there with this thumb, and this we can play with the material. I think I have to solo it because it's already a little bit busy. Material doesn't really affect it so much. Okay, that's good for that. The tone, I have to say, a little bit clicky. That's good. Okay, I hear a difference. It's not marked. I mean, it's just subtle changes. So I think I'll leave it there. But I think I'm tempted to have it very low. No, then we don't hear it at all. I can hear maybe some clicks, some claves. A cowbell could be fun. I think I'll play this one. Whoa, I had two keys at the same time, but it's okay. Can always, with the joy of digital music, fix everything. I had three keys at the same time. Which one is the E? The E is here. Okay. First, we're gonna go into our bell. Oh, I can actually open them separately too. Interesting. Immediately want to drop some effect on it. It's quite trippy like this. Is Bitcrusher really crushing? But this is only the delay, so I don't want to crush the delay so much. So now we're in some interesting territory, I would say. Like maybe to layer a kick, maybe just something. Let's hear it. Not quite. Let's see what's in there. Not quite that. Oh, this is nice. So later on, I will use that to, let's say we're in a moment of the track that is interesting. Everybody's in the groove. Nobody expected. Kind of drop another kick on top, like to shake the people, you know. Okay, now we're gonna rename. So color them too. Oh, here we go. So now we know that it's not all kicks. And I'm gonna give myself a bit of room. And then I'm gonna go into the first element I want to put in. It's like a brassy kind of thing. For me, I don't know where is it coming from, but every techno track needs like a nice kind of swell kind of thing. I think the filter could be a bit more close. Oh, it is. Get what I'm looking for yet, so I'm just gonna try to input some MIDI. Oof, that was tough, guys. Oof. Anyway, so I have those kind of regular enough. Oh, they're not quite regular now. Let's hear like. Like I said, it's not what I'm looking for. So the percussions are definitely odd and interesting, to say the least. Now I want to go for my bass. I kind of have a feel of what I want. I have this idea that I was contemplating before but you never really know how's it gonna come when you put it into, I mean, you can have an idea in your head. Oh, that's it. I'm not sure about the sound and everything, but the pattern though, I'm feeling it immediately. Maybe I'll try to go an octave higher. No, there's no juice there. I think immediately I would drop a sidechain on it to really compress the hit when it hits at the same time as the bass, same time as the kick drum, sorry. The kick that I use, sub kick 1, this one. I'm gonna drop all of this. I don't want to hit too hard too. Oh. So what I'm gonna do, I think this part was also good here. I think I like better this one here. So this. Let's put some volume to exaggerate it. It's a bit odd that they're not really actually at the same place at all. Okay, so we have, I think, a bass pattern that's going to be interesting to play with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate it. I'm going to go and explore the basses a little bit more. Because this is okay, but I think we can... That would kind of... The track would be finished already if I would use this, so I don't want this. That I like better. Maybe a bit more decay. And a bit more release. Let's copy this. I don't need that. I wonder if I would add another hit here to really have all the groove in. I like one in and one out. Let's say we leave some space for something else. And this cowbell is hitting on my nerve a little bit, I have to say. Now I could go with another element, like some kind of a bell that will, let's say, answer this one. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it at the opposite, but I don't want it to be there all the time. I want it to be there just a little bit, just some time to add to the track, to add to kind of the hypnotic kind of feel of it. So I'm gonna go keys, randomly pick one, and it's gonna be amazing, guys. It's quite good, actually. Doesn't mean we're not gonna look a little bit more. I'm not sure about this or the other one. I like this one better. again. You know what I will do is when you're undecided like I am right now, I'm going to do one on one channel and one on the other channel, so they will kind of speak to each other slowly. So this one here will be the original one and the other one will be the other one. So people will not realize, but they're slightly different. So now I would like a high pitch pad that is really kind of, I don't know how to express this, like intense or something really out there, something really trippy, like a soundscapey kind of thing. So I think I will go do soundscape. I'm gonna play in the higher registry to try to have this kind of, I don't know, it's some trippy thing. I'm not high enough. This I used before, obviously. That's too ordinary for this track at least. But it could do. It's weird because I'm trying to go really high and it doesn't. I'm just gonna record it on key, let's say, on E. It's gonna be long. It has to have the time to develop because you can hear it. It's still developing. And I think that's long enough for it to develop completely. I'm gonna do some 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna bring it all the way to here. Go in there. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay. Then we can check the other versions of it. No. I think a sidechain on there would be just perfect. Let me see this one here. EQ it, remove the low end. They're all interesting, I have to say. This is kind of ordinary. This one is still the best. I think I would send that to a verb. The dry signal, yes, but quite a bit of the wet too, I think. Just in some part of the track to create contrast, you know, to create different elements. And of course, the element I have already, I can also evolve. So what I'm feeling now, so I'm going to leave that everywhere, just for now as we build up the elements. I'll see the secondary ruler to have a bit of the sense of the time. So now I have an idea for, like, let's say, like another layer of bass that would be more constant. It would be more like to really kind of go visceral to hit the people. So this hit the lower, but I want to hit the people, let's say, in the chest. I think I will use a similar pattern, but I will go definitely quite a lot heavier on the amount of hits. I'm not gonna go full on, but almost, let's say. I'm just randomly putting some hits here and there, guys. So when I listen to it, I will process it to improve it. But for now, this, and I will try to go. Oh, actually, I think I'll leave it there. I'm gonna create myself a really quick loop here, and I'm gonna go to Alchemy, and I have like a melodic bass kind of thing that I've done. If I can locate it. Oh, I thought I had my... Oh, they're here. It's not there. Oh, that's weird. Let's search for myself. Haha. Found myself. Lower. I'm not quite getting the effect that I want. The pattern is not bad though. The thing is, the other preset they have nothing to do with it. That I was working on some other things here. There's something I think with the oscillator of this one. Yeah, I like this better without this other oscillator here. I remember that I put it, this is cool, but it doesn't really work for this, so I just want the hit, like the nice tube. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what else we can do in there. Let's tune it a bit lower. I'm good there. Filter. Ooh, I like that. Without. It's kind of not so cool, but then with this I can get a better tone. Open it. Not much difference at this point. It's going to perform. Open it. Add some noise to have more dimension. Go a little bit heavier with the sidechain or lower. No, I need the sidechain. Lower the volume of that, put it a little bit more in the back. A bit more drive, maybe? Maybe not. Wider. Now I can hear it mostly in the right side, which is weird because it's supposed to be wider. But it just sends it straight up to the right. So I guess there's some send here that are affecting that. Let's go back to. Well, I like everything I hear right now. So resonance, no. Reverb, vibrato, no. Noise, not really. I hope I could open it, but it's not really the point. Let's open it. I think we have a very, very solid groove, guys, with that. And then, of course, I have my first bass here. I could layer it if I wanted to. Does this sound like techno? If this doesn't sound like techno to you, drop a comment below. That sounds like techno to me. I mean, techno is such a like a wide kind of genre. I'm gonna name again. So what could we add to this? So this cool trippy pad that's on top here. I think there's room for like a pad. I mean, like a real kind of pad thing. I'm not sure if I can pull this off, guys, but it would have to be like kind of a classic, kind of evolving kind of pad, really kind of simple, like kind of Jupiter, I would say, pad. This and 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And this isn't changed, but really, this for a really long time actually. Let's record. So this, I think I will make it even longer, but you know, just to input something, as you guys know, 2 chords, simple. I think my velocity was way off on the second one, so that's why I can barely hear it. Okay, a little bit more. It was actually better before. Wait a second. Oh, I'm exceeding here by a little bit, so we're gonna. Hear the other versions of this. Is an amazing start to the template. It's going to be in the link below, guys. I'm going to stop now because now I lay down all the ideas. These shows are about that, laying down the ideas, really expressing something, and after that, of course, the second part of that is arrangement. The third part of that is mixing, and also do like usually a fourth part, which is like final little touches, mixing, adding some drum fills, doing all this, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and until next time, may the sounds be with you.